we go, YouTube. I'm going to show you how to cut your hair, or if you can cut your hair with just a beard trimmer as opposed to a regular hair clipper, because I'm assuming more people probably have a beard trimmer than a hair clipper, because it's a heck of a lot easier to trim your beard up than it is to cut your own hair. So I'm going to use these guards for the trimmer, and I'm going to try to compare them to the sizes that a hair clipper would be. So we're going to start with a 9mm. I don't know if you can see that or not, but just take my word for it. And that'll be the closest compared to a number 3, which is 10mm. So it'll be just slightly under. So, you know, we're just going to start and get into it. I've never done this before, by the way, with the trimmer. So, and also the first half is just going to be a quick. I'm going to try to cut downwards instead of upwards, if you know what I mean, if you've seen fade videos. The first half of the video is just going to be me, a basic haircut anyone can do. The second half is going to be me trying to fade. So, here we go. Number 9 all over. Part your hair, hairline, and here. Looking at my mirror on the other side. You don't want to go diving straight into it like this. You kind of want to flicker out so you don't get too much of a round shape. And you're probably also going to want to use a 2-mirror system. I got a mirror over here, the big mirror on the other side, as you can probably see on that mirror reflecting, and a handheld mirror. So here we are. See if I can angle myself. Other side, even if I'm not cutting it all right now on camera perfectly, I'll just go back off camera. I'm just showing you the general gist of things. Find that line. Again, if you don't get it all, you can just go back and polish it. Right now I'm just for camera purposes trying to show you the general quick cut. So that was the number 9 guard. We're gonna go down, take it down to the next one lower, a number 7, which is just above a number 2, which is 6mm. So a 7mm compared to a number 2, which is 6mm, it's just above. And we're gonna obviously not want to go as high, otherwise that would pretty much defeat the purpose of the number 9mm, so probably going to try to go mid-high. Number 7. Tell you right now, these guards aren't as comfortable as a regular hair clipper, but they get the job done. Not to worry too much about trying to blend in as much, because these are longer guards. Once you start to get shorter is when you start to have to kind of worry about if you want to blend in or not. So don't worry about it too much of a blending or leaving a hard line. And honestly, basically, if you want something a little longer, non-faded, that's pretty much it for that part. I mean, that's as good as it gets. I'll show you at the end of the video, if your hair kind of sticks out right here, the longer parts, with the clipper over comb to try to, you know, blend it in, these top hairs, to this a little better. But that is basically, for this part of the video, it. And now I'm going to try to fade. So here we go. Now we're gonna go down to, for the fading part, a 3mm, which is equivalent to the number 1 on a haircut guard, which is also 3mm, same thing, equivalent. And I'm skipping over the 5mm for now. I'm gonna come back and use this if I leave any hard lines to blend in between the 3 and the 7. So 3, 5, 7. But for now, we're doing 3. You can go up as much as your heart desires. I'm not trying to go too high here, because if you're a beginner and you're trying to go too high, you might end up going higher and higher because you feel you're going to do a good enough job, and it just becomes a bad time. So here we are, using my mirror and my other mirror. Doesn't necessarily have to be perfect the first time. You could always come back at the end of your lineup job and try to get it all as even as possible. Now we're going to try to hit this side. And here we go. Let me shuffle my stance around. Again, if you go a little higher or lower, you can always just come back and try to smooth things out, go a little higher and lower on this side, try to make it even. Got the line, connected it in the back. I don't really know how good it is, if I'm being honest with you guys. I think it's just okay. I'm not a professional, so I'm not here to show you the world's perfect haircut. So from a 3, we're going to use the number 5. Try to blend in this line, this line. We'll probably need to go back and do some adjustments. But yeah, here we go. Just slightly up, try to flicker out like this. Just an example, I guess, C motion. I know there's a thing called C motion with barbering. I don't know if this is the exact technique, but I'm assuming it is because you scoop out. So you don't try to leave any hard lines. So 5mm between the 3 and the 7. Now we're gonna go around, right on it. Go around. And of course, we're still going to come back and try to work on this, but we're just getting the general line off right now and try to erase these lines. Another thing is, if you're having trouble trying to erase these lines, I was having a little bit of trouble. Don't be afraid to go at a different angle like this. Use the corners. Just like this. Try to smooth everything out. It can help. This side's actually better than this side. Needs a little work, but see, it is better than one. Of course, we started trying to take the line out in the first place. This could be it for the fade if you want, but if you want to risk it and try to blend out even more, you can do the number 1. I'm going to do it. I'm going to try it. Try to get it more clean, lower skin fade. A number 1 would be about a half guard, maybe a little lower than a half guard, so I'm sure the blending will take a little more. But for the most part, if you're happy with this, go ahead and keep it. But I'm going to try to go a little deeper or lower. Just above the ear. Go around. Right here with the corners, I'm going to try to, like at an angle, try to go around the ear. Again, doesn't have to be perfect the first time. You can always go back and fix it. Again, before I try to get the ear part, not perfect right now, but I'm going to angle it like this. Just the corners. I'm gonna be completely real with you guys. Looks alright, just alright. I went with the 1 millimeter, a little too higher than I thought I was gonna go. It started to look really bad, so like I'm gonna have to throw away this video. Thankfully, I salvaged it by putting back, this is 1 millimeter, the number 3 guard. And look. Just go a little harder than you thought you would. Finish erasing that line. This is why we talk about mistakes not being perfect, but you can salvage it. I should have made a separate video to how to save your cut, but here I'll work through. Yeah, angle out with different angles. So you comb your hair to the sides a little bit. You kind of see. You can have a mushroom effect. So what you can do, clipper over comb, get out your comb like this. Use your fingers if you have to drag some of this hair out. I don't have a proper comb right now. And just cut. It'll give you more of a square shape as opposed to a freaking mushroom sticking out of your hair. So again, center it out. And it'll blend in more with the top. Again, you could also do it downwards like this if you have a big comb, which is actually the way I prefer to do things, but for videos purposes, it's actually a lot more riskier like that too, but hey. So now I've gone around, fixed the little mistakes. Now we're gonna do the back. If you go with the number 1 or close to skin, you probably don't need to do this, but if it's something you want, try to round up a little bit this part, then hey, go for it. See, as you can see, you probably don't really need it, but you could also go for it. Takes a little practice, but you'll get it down. Just go with the natural skin lines, or hairline, excuse me. So this is the finished result of the cut. Again, not a professional, but I do feel I did an alright job for what I am. So thank you guys for watching and hope you guys enjoyed it.